Hi guys, and welcome to the Banish Babsani channel, where we discuss practical life tools to inspire, empower, and bring success to your daily life. You all know how much I love this topic. Meditation is a little bit intimidating, right? So because we think that, this is how I thought, is that you'd have to be the most, wise, gray-haired, living in a mountain, underexposed, and only able to meditate all day long, and then you have achieved the art of meditation. Okay, so thankfully, thank everything, meditation is really starting to come amongst us, right? So we're starting to see a lot of it. Celebrities are meditating, major companies are starting to implement meditation, schools are starting to bring about meditation. The thing about my meditation is, if you were to see me at a party, I would not sit there and bring up, oh my God, you totally should meditate. Do you meditate? And how often do you meditate? I believe meditation is none yet, right? It's none of anyone else's business if someone meditates, how often they meditate, or how they meditate, because I know there is judgment on meditation. The reason why I'm bringing it up as a topic is because so many people have asked me, how do you meditate? They asked for some guidance for it. So this is for those who are interested in trying to get more information. But otherwise, you won't catch me preaching in a regular setting, though it is a critical life tool that I use that has helped me tremendously. Right now, we're seeing a lot more exposure for the world of what happens after meditation. So we see the law of attraction, synchronicities, we see visualization, manifestation. To me, those are all the following steps to meditation. Once you have achieved that balance and clarity that you get through meditation, those will come. Those, you will then be more able to receive those, right? Again, the studies are being done over and over and over about the health, the physical health, the mental health benefits of meditation. I'm not going to dabble too long. We're going to have future videos about it, but I'm just going to give a few steps on what I do to meditate and what has worked for me. So I was introduced to meditation at the age of 12. So when I had my first diagnosis with aplastic anemia, my blood illness, I was sent to a healer, and he introduced me to the concept of meditation. I was 12 years old. I was laughing through the entire thing. He was trying to get me to focus. That was the last thing on my mind. It took me a very long time, and it's a practice. I had to practice, and the giggles disintegrated into, oh my God, this is working. Oh, wow. I felt the physical difference. I was seeing the change. And luckily, I was exposed to it at a young age and able to practice and refine it. One of the things that I say over and over is that just because my style meditation is working phenomenally for me does not mean it'll work for you. So I encourage everybody to find different types of meditation, pick and pull, and create what's the best formula for yourself. And if somebody is telling you that their way is the only way and that's the right way, niche, walk away from that person. No. Okay, so there's two scenarios for the environment of your meditation. So ideally, you are in a understimulated or no stimulated environment. So I like to go in a certain bench in my backyard where there's fresh air, there's a breeze, I feel it, and there's minimal outside world sounds. There's the sound of the trees, the sound of the air, the sound of the birds. That outdoor atmosphere is the best place for me, or a quiet room, quiet. I'm sitting on the ground right now. I'll love the ground, I take my shoes off. So anyways, a controlled environment. That's great if you could do that. Or you are in a outside world and you have just been triggered and you are in need of meditation. So basically anywhere else in the world. I have meditated in all those spaces, right? Sometimes you're there and something happens and the event occurs and you just need a moment to bring yourself back to balance. That's okay. You can do it anywhere. So how we start meditation, how I start meditation is with the breath, okay? So breathing is imperative to survive, but focus on the breathing is really, 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 really important for meditation. So you found your environment. If you found your controlled environment and you're in your place, fantastic, okay? So you get comfortable, you sit in a comfortable position, and you really work on your body to conduct a comfortable posture, okay? Breathing. Okay, so what I do is I inhale from my nose for 5 seconds and I exhale. Very specific and calculated pinhole blow out through my mouth. And when I'm blowing out, I am blowing out all that does not need to be inside. So I'm visualizing when I'm inhaling all the healing, all the clean energy, the white light is coming in. And when I'm blowing out all of the toxic, all of the negative and all the stuff that I'm feeling that I don't want to feel and I want to release, I'm blowing it out, okay? 5 seconds in, 10 seconds out. Okay, I know that's a long time. I've been meditating for a really long time, so that breathing, that's something to achieve. If you want to do 2 seconds in, 4 seconds out, okay? So that's how you want to do. You may have noticed I close my eyes. Again, you want to not be overstimulated by the surroundings. So I close my eyes and that's how I visualize. And we'll talk about in future. Again, this is a few part series, but when we visualize, I'm seeing things, I'm seeing colors, I'm seeing them through a certain area. We'll definitely bring that up in future videos. So now you're breathing, your focus is on the breath. It is gonna be entirely natural for distractions, for thoughts. Oh God, oh, I have to do this, oh, I have to do that, right? The reason why we're meditating is to clear this space and not think about those things. So when they come, you're closing your eyes and you're breathing and it's like, oh, I got that project due tomorrow. Okay, acknowledge it. It's not like, oh, the more you try to run from something, it's gonna follow you. Acknowledge that thought, okay, I do have to do that tomorrow, I'll deal with it later. That's one of the things you now know. Those are one of the things you have to blow away, okay? The thoughts that are coming in and out, see them, acknowledge them, blow them out. And as you keep doing that, they will become less and less when you return your focus back on your breathing. When I am in the controlled environment for meditation, the way that I can get myself to a real state of clarity and balance, the first thing I have to do is focus it on something. So when I start my breathing, I'm closing my eyes and I start my few deep breaths, and then I start taking inventory. Are you listening? I start taking inventory of all of the body parts that are working together for me to be alive. And when you think about those, it's crazy how many systems are in place for you to be alive. And I just acknowledge them and I give a simple thank you, okay? Sounds funny, but after a few sessions, you are so grateful for your body and so proud of how everything is working so well for you that you will treat yourself automatically. You start treating yourself better. You hold yourself higher. And even the foods and things that you start putting inside of your body, you're more careful because you acknowledge how hard your body is working for you. We're thanking, we're relaxing, and thank you brain for working for me. Thank you, all the different parts of the brain that are working for us. Thank you, eyes for letting me see. Thank you, nose for letting me smell. Thank you, mouth for letting me talk. I talk a lot, I know. thank you throat, thank you bones, thank you, thank you, thank you. You go down. And that feeling when you get to the very bottom, now you have brought in clean, fresh energy air into your body, and you have let go of all the pain, the toxicity, the negativity, and you have achieved a state. What happens when you achieve this? Okay, so why meditate? What happens? Okay, that when you get there, when you have finally arrived, it is easier to get there over and over and over. With practice, you can get there much faster. So once you've done this in a controlled environment, then it'll be easier to do when you're outside in the real world and the triggers are there. So my biggest trigger, if you've ever been in a car with me, is driving and other genius drivers. Okay, I get massive amounts of triggers there. And so I am constantly, and so obviously when you're in a car and you're driving, you cannot close your eyes and take inventory. You can't do that. But what you can do is focus on your breath. So I instantly inhale, I inhale that necessary, that clean, and I exhale and I let go of that person that just cut me off, or the person that ran the red light and almost hit me, the plethora of things that these dingle hoppers are doing, these drivers, and I breathe it out, right? So if I'm in a social setting, just giving my little, now you'll know, if you see me, I have been triggered. You can do it anywhere, controlled environment or outside in the real world. You're trying to release so you can be a functional, productive person in the world. Because if it just keeps piling up and piling up and piling up, and you don't do your meditation, you don't break that and bring that clarity, you're gonna explode. I used to explode. I have had some of my most exciting aha moments during meditation. Sometimes I'm torn, I'm stuck. I don't know if I should do this or if I should do that. And I say, literally, I go, I'll meditate on it. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for letting me share a few tips of my meditation techniques. And I would love to hear how yours work. Give me one or two methods of your meditation. Specifically, I'm interested in your environment. What gives you that place? Where do you go? Where do you sit to do your meditation? So definitely share that with me. Be sure to subscribe. And again, love to you all.